It's okay on YouTube now.
Yes.
Can you put the questions, please?
Yes, of course, I will put now. Today, we will discuss about knowledge building. Which things are involved in the build of knowledge? If you have an opinion about this, please discuss in the small group. And I think that this is an interesting issue to discuss today. Okay, so now I will split you in small groups. Just a moment. Okay, Juliana. Okay, Juliana, I will see your question with my team, and I will reply you about this topic. But I understand that you can continue with your subscription, and you will be able to schedule your free meetings for the new month again with the same subscription, okay? But I will see with the team, okay? So guys, I will open the small group and please accept the invitation. See you. Okay. Okay, guys, just a moment. I'm going to send this information in the group. Okay. So, as I said, today we will discuss about the building of knowledge. So, first of all, I would like you present yourselves for us. So, let's start with Karina. Karina, could you present yourself, please? Your microphone is mute. Okay. Okay.
Hi. Sorry. Hi, my name is Karina. I am 25 years old. I am from Florianópolis, Santa Catarina. I am a civil engineer, and I want to improve my English because these years I will move to Canada, so I think it's a good way to start with conversation here. And I think it is.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Welcome. And you, Jefferson, could you present yourself, please?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm an economist. I'm professor for Catholic University of Goiás, and I'm enjoying a lot TNT.
Okay. I think that I met you once here, and nice to meet you again.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Rebecca, could you present yourself for us, please?
Hello, my name is Rebecca. I'm 21 years old. I live in Goiás, and I've been studying English for about 1 year, and I want to improve.
Okay. Nice to meet you and welcome to TNT. All of us, we are here to learn and practice a lot as you. So what about you, Juliana? Can you present yourself?
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
My name is Juliana. I live in Rio Grande do Sul. I am 23 years old, and I am doing a degree in English language, so I need to improve my English, and I have been studying English for almost 4 years now, and I really like to study and practice English, but I still get nervous when I'm talking. And this year I want to expose me at this language.
Yes, of course. Nice to meet you. And feel free to talk a lot, guys. So this is the time. And you, Luisa, can you present yourself?
Hi guys, good evening. I'm Luisa. First of all, I'm sorry for my voice, my pronunciation today. I'm sick, so
No problem.
my talking is a little bit weird. But anyways, I'm 23 years old. I live here in Salvador. I work with marketing, and I'm here, talking with you guys on TALK because I want to live abroad someday. So I need to practice.
Okay. So nice to meet you. Glad to meet you. And you, Gustavo, can you present yourself?
Hi, my name is Gustavo. I live in Inner Bahia. I am 25 years old, and I studied computer engineering. And I need to improve my English so it can help me get a job.
Okay. So nice to meet you, Gustavo. So guys, to start the conversation, we have the question number 2. Do you think to obtain knowledge is more important than to gain money? So what is the most important thing that we have in our lives? To gain money? To obtain knowledge? So what do you think, Karina?
In my opinion, I think knowledge is more important because with knowledge we can grow in, and I think knowledge we can't lost, and money we can lost or have some problem with it. And knowledge, I think never it's a problem.
Okay, I agree with you, Karina. So what about you, Jefferson? What do you think about this?
As a professor of financials, I used to say to my students, you will be rich with me at the end of the course, because we will learn a lot knowledge. And the knowledge is the most important thing. You put the ideas at the right place. So for me, obtain knowledge is more important than to gain money. You can gain money by lottery, a good singer, a good soccer, but most of the people only obtain or gain money by knowledge. I think this is the most important thing in my life. That's it.
I totally agree with you, Jefferson. This is very important. So what about you, Juliana? What is your opinion?
I agree with you too, because with knowledge, you can lost knowledge, and you can improve your abilities or get a better job to gain more money through knowledge. And this is more important too.
Yes, yes, of course. And you, Rebecca, what do you think about it?
I think knowledge is more important, as you guys said, because when you have knowledge, you have more ways to gain money.
Of course. And you, Luisa?
I will go in the other way around. I think money is more important. When you think about how people in countries like Brazil, they don't have a lot of access to knowledge. You know, a lot of people don't even finish school. They don't have access to go to college, but they still make it. You know, people who start businesses barely knowing how to write and get money. And I think money open doors. So if you got money, you have ways to obtain more knowledge to study, you know. So for me, money comes first, because with it, I will be able to do a lot more.
Okay, I understand your opinion. And in fact, if we have money, we have new opportunities, and of course to know some place to access a good education, a good place to obtain knowledge. But in the same way, I understand that the knowledge is the way that people can gain money, can out of a poor situation, and maybe this is a way to find a better future in our lives, not only to gain money, but also to have more well-being, or a good life, healthy and health in mind, I think. So what do you think, Gustavo? What is your opinion? I can't. Okay.
I was going to say one thing, then Luisa talked. So I think that both are important, because as Luisa said, with money, you have a lot of opportunities just for buying. You can buy a lot of stuff, even doing a degree. So, but knowledge is also important.
Yes. Yes, guys. So Gustavo, I will continue with you with the question number 3. Is there a specific age to learn something new? Is this related to knowledge building? What is your opinion about this question?
I believe that, like, learning a new language, maybe it's easier when you are little, but I don't think that there is age specific stuff to learn. And the second part, I didn't understand.
Sorry. If we have, for example, when we learn something when we are a child, or when we are an old person, do you think that the knowledge building, the building of the knowledge, is related to the age, that we learn something. This is the second sentence of this question. It's about if you understand that the age is related to the knowledge building.
I think that that is not related.
Okay. Yes, there's no age to learn something new. This is my opinion. So what about you, Luisa? What's your opinion?
I agree with Gustavo. I mean, I think it's easier to learn new stuff when you are younger. I mean, when you are a child and you are in the environment where, I mean, you have a father who speaks Portuguese and a mother who speaks English. It's easier for you to just absorb, knowledge and stuff. And I mean, when you are younger, if you are put in an environment where when you have to study, you will be more used to that, open to study stuff in your future as well. I think it's more difficult for a person who doesn't have this kind of stuff in their lives as they are growing up. When they are more, when they are adults and they have to study something, they have to go to college or something, they are not used to studying, they are not used to learning new stuff, and it's more difficult to these people. So I think it's, as you said here in the comment, knowledge building, it's something you build through your entire life. So it's a habit to know new stuff. And yes, I think when you are older, I mean, you don't have a lot more space in your brain. So it's more difficult to associate new stuff. Did I answer everything? Let me see. I think yes.
Yes, okay. I totally agree with you. When we are teenager, for example, our worries are just to go to the college, to do something for our parents, and almost of us, we don't have a concern about the payment of some thing, and our mind is open to learn and understand new things. And when we are adult people, we have other worries to think about. So I agree with you. And you, Rebecca, what is your opinion?
As you guys said, I think there is no specific age to learn something, but when you are young, it's easier. But I think it doesn't matter your age; you can learn anything if you want.
Yeah,
That's it.
of course. And you, Juliana, what is your opinion?
I agree with you. I don't think that is a specific age to learn something, but I think that learn something new is related to your free time or your availability. Availability, and if you can pay for it, if you have this disposition to watch the class, do exercise, because sometimes if you have to work a lot of hours per day, and if you have a family to support, can be more difficult to study and focus and do a good participation or knowledge building in your college or school.
Yes, I agree with you. We can achieve our everything that we desire. But when we have a family, we have a job, we have some other things to overcome. So I agree with you, of course. And you, Jefferson, what is your opinion?
I think there is a specific age to learn something. For example, in my case, I study until 18 or 19 years old. I study 3 languages and I learn a lot. English, French, and Spanish. I think it's more easier than now. So I have a good base. To now, I spend a lot of time without speaking English. Now I'm returning, but I have a very good base from that time. And about knowledge building, it's very important. I did my undergraduate course with 17 years old. So I began to work. Then I did my master's degree, I think with the right age. And I study a lot and I teach. I taught a lot that time at the university. And we will have a lot of experience and a good age, a lot of knowledge. You can do a doctorate as I did. So it's very important about the age. I see a lot of younger doing doctorate with no experience. So I think it's very important you have experience to do a doctorate. And in my age, a lot of think about history, philosopher, a lot of things. I can learn a lot because I studied when I was younger. But sometimes the age, it's very difficult to learn something like gadgets, like, for example, advanced Excel and something like this. Sometimes it's so difficult for example, in my age, but I'm trying. That's why I'm studying now advanced Excel and business intelligence, even with 63 years old, because I need to learn that. That's it.
Yes, sure. So I think that there are other types of knowledge that we can learn in when we are child and teenager. For example, to pay attention in something that you are learning, to read that book, to do something for many hours. So I think that we learn, this is a knowledge building as well, to understand the process. So nowadays we have few people who are in this process. Nowadays we have fast access to technology and food and what else. So this is a building as well. I understand this in this way. So what do you think, Karina, about this point?
I think age, it's not matter. How everybody said it's more difficult when you are older, but you can learn every age that you have, and I think depends on what you are learning. The age matter, because how Jefferson said, some things teenagers don't have maturity to learn something, and only if have more age you understand what you study and have knowledge to study this. And I think it's that it.
Of course, guys. When we are working, for example, we think, oh, if we had choose another course in my graduation, or if we have took that decision in that time, maybe it would promote another future that you are living now. So maybe the maturity of the adult person is important to learn something new and to knowledge building as well. Yes, guys. So, Karina, I will continue with you. In your opinion, which are the actions that lead us to support to knowledge building and knowledge sharing?
I couldn't understand this question. Can you explain it, please?
Yes, sure. Which are the actions, the activities that we do in our routine that lead us to support in this process, the process of knowledge building, to persist in this way, and in the same way to share this kind of perception about the knowledge building? Which actions that you think about?
I don't know if I understand correctly, but maybe I don't have a answer.
For example, I will explain an example in your life.
Okay, thank you.
You like to wake up early every day. You think that you need to wake up early, and this is a kind of knowledge I am explaining you. So, which action could promote your persisting in this way to wake up early? Or other example, to learn English, for example, in this process of knowledge building, which actions could support you in this way?
No, I got it. Thank you.
No.
So, in my opinion, I think what can make I think it's a good way to support the knowledge building. It's maybe meditation. I saw a lot. I read a lot books saying that big people with a good knowledge this every day, and this help to be in the moment and make learn more, and eat exercises and sleep well, eat well, and I think the basic it's important.
Yeah.
And I think it is. That's it.
Of course, I agree with you, Karina. And you, Jefferson, what do you think?
I think you need to have goal in your life. In my case, I'm a very poor guy. The only one thing that I must, and I did, is to have a good education, to learn a lot of book, a lot of newspaper, to study a lot. So that's my life. So you need to have a goal. And my goal was to make undergraduate course in economics, the master degree, and doctorate. That's one. I think this is that lead me to be a better person. And now about knowledge sharing. For me, it's very important to be a professional. because I'm sharing my knowledge. I'm sharing with articles that I used to publish. I think this is very important. And to share with a lot of thoughts with people like in TNT. I loved this kind of platform because you can discuss a lot of subject every day. That's it.
Of course. I agree with you, Jefferson, because when we have a goal in our lives, we don't give up until to achieve this goal. So the process, we persist and learn more to try to find a way to achieve this goal. So I totally agree with you. And you, Luisa, what is your opinion?
Okay, I think from the beginning, it all starts with incentive. I mean, you just don't start wanting to learn new stuff if you don't see people around you studying, obtaining knowledge, or leading you up to it. So incentive. Also, this is not an action, but being a curious person, who wants to learn new stuff, who is always making questions and, trying to learn new stuff like spontaneously. And the third thing, I completely agree with Jefferson because it is what works for me, setting goals. I set a goal that I wanted to finish college with a grade 10 in the SEC. So I had to work for it, and I got it. And I told myself that I wanted to get into an MBA, then I got it. So, I mean, I think it's not for everybody setting goals, right? A lot of people are spontaneous. But for me, and for people like me and Jefferson, setting goals, it's really good. And about knowledge sharing, I also don't think this is about actions, but how you feel as a human, like a person who likes to help others, who likes to feel useful, because when you share information with another person, you feel good about yourself. So these kind of feelings help this knowledge sharing.
Okay. Good, Luisa. Good. And you, Rebecca, what do you think about this question?
I think you have to commit ourselves to learning in order to learn something and be dedicated.
Okay. Yes, I agree with you as well. And you, Juliana, what do you think about this question?
Yeah, I agree with all of you. And I think that when you have a purpose, it turns the thing easier to achieve your goals, to maintain your constancy and this commitment. And of course, you need also this basic stuff like sleeping well and eat well to be healthy and focus on what you have to achieve.
Okay. Okay, Juliana. And you, Gustavo, what is your opinion?
I think that we need to maybe have a goal, as a lot of you said. We need to practice and study, like English, for example. And for knowledge sharing, I believe that studying together is a good way to share.
Yes. So one more question about to share the knowledge that we have. The question number 5 is, considering all technology tools we have access, how we can participate directly in knowledge building. What is your opinion about this, Luisa?
Well, I think depends, depends on how you like to put yourself out there, because it's not everybody who is comfortable sharing what they think. So, for example, I wouldn't create a blog or Instagram to share what I know, but I am building knowledge through the work I do right now, right? Because of technology, we documentate. Is that a word? We documentate everything we do at the job. So this knowledge is being built and being shared with others in the company. So I think it depends on what you like to do, how you like to put yourself out there, in which environment you are at. Depends. That's it.
Yes. And you, Jefferson, what is your opinion about the question number 5?
Number 5, all technology tools. We have all technologies, like to write articles. I think it's very important. When you put your idea, you publish these newspapers and magazine. This is very important to debate ideas. And the other is be a professor. For me, it's very important because you discuss a lot of things about, for example, about Brazil. How can you have a better place to live with good jobs, good salary, less inflation, and a lot of things. And the other is to debate or discuss. I think it's very important to debate by YouTube, Zoom, Team, and other tools that we have at Google, or even in this kind of platform like TNT.
Yes, of course. And you, Karina, what is your response?
I think people can participate studying by YouTube nowadays, and I use a lot when they study. And this platform plays an influence, have a lot of ways to study using a new technologies and every day, and by a cell phone, computer, or any type of technology. So sometimes it's not so good. Sometimes it's a way to distract us, but I think it's most time it's a good way to knowledge building our information.
Yes.
So that's it.
Nowadays, all things that we think about are in YouTube, are at YouTube. So we can learn everything that we can. So what about you, Juliana? What is your opinion?
Yeah, I forgot to say before that I think it's important to make the acknowledgement and the knowledge building more fun, and try to make a constancy in studying every day. And I think that YouTube and social media as well is a better way to study and also share your knowledge. And I like the idea that studying group to help each other and exchange opinions and knowledge.
Yes, of course. And you, Rebecca? What is your opinion?
I think it's a good idea to share on social media the knowledge and everything that we learn That's it.
Yes. So guys, we have a lot of tools, technology tools to find the knowledge, to learn something new. And now we are here in a Zoom meeting. Each of us is at a different place in Brazil, and this is amazing. I think that the knowledge building nowadays is increasing, and I think that is good for us. So Rebecca, I will continue with you. When we think about school, do you think that it is involved in the knowledge building? What kind of knowledge you think school could support? School, okay, Jefferson.
Just one question. I think Gustavo didn't answer.
Oh, sorry, Gustavo.
Yeah.
So sorry, Gustavo. So
Yeah.
please go ahead. Question number 5, sorry.
I believe that we can participate. We have a lot of technology that helps, like you said, YouTube, a lot of apps. In this Zoom meeting, it's a perfect example. So I think we just need to find what we like and keep doing it.
Yes, Gustavo. So can you respond to question number 6 for us, please? What is your opinion about number 6?
I didn't understand the question.
When we think about school, do you think that it is involved in the knowledge building? When we are a child or a teenager, when we participate in a school, this process of each year, we graduate in a new year, and do you think what kind of knowledge you think school could support? It is just related to subjects, math, Portuguese, history, or there are other knowledge that are involved in that school could support? What do you think?
I think that a lot of subjects that school should approach involve the students, but like my education was just focused on the exam, the ending. So I think that we have a lot of subjects in nowadays that is important to discuss and help to make the kids understand and have a opinion about.
Yes. And you, Rebecca, what is your opinion about this question?
I agree with Gustavo.
Okay. Okay, and you, Luisa?
I agree with you guys. I mean, I have to say that school is involved in knowledge building because, of course, we learn a lot there, but maybe not the primary stuff that we should learn. I mean, as Gustavo said, we get out of there being able to answer an N test. But a lot is missing, you know. We don't know how to do financial stuff, you know. People get out like of school and they found out that credit cards exist, and they get a lot of credit cards and they spend a lot of money they don't have. People don't know how to do their taxes. People don't know how to manage their home and a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of important stuff that we don't know how to do. So I think this kind of stuff, like more primary stuff, should be discussed at school as well.
Yes, surely. And you, Juliana, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I totally agree with Luisa, because I have to say that school is a part of our knowledge building, but there is a kind of education that it was really good if we have this education in school and you don't have, like financials and emotional knowledgement. I don't know if but mental health and this kind of things that we help us a lot when adults. And but in some people can find in school the area of knowledgement that once follow as adult in college. And of course, it's a lot of useful subjects and topics, but some parts are missing.
Okay. Yes, of course. And you, Jefferson, what do you think?
In my experience, the school is the best place to learn about culture, about theater, about soccer, about films, to discuss. As in my case, I study most of my life in public school, and very good public school here in Goiás. I'm very grateful about this. And the other most important thing is the government to support researches. Support research is very important to create science and technology to improve our Brazil with science and technology. That's it.
Okay. And you, Karina, what do you think?
I agree with everybody. I think school nowadays prepare only for an test and not for our life. And I saw a lot of people getting lost when to go outside the school because they don't know what they want to do for life. And in the middle of the university, they change a lot of things. So I think it's important, of course, but I think we need to learn more things in school.
Okay, guys, I totally agree with you. I think that school is related to understand how we can, how are our behavior in community. Using the same place with the other person, the same bathroom, for example, and to learn to do a activity in group. So it's an initial time to work in a job, for example, when we do some activities in group. Almost of us don't like. I didn't like to do the activities at school in group, but it's important, and it's a knowledge that we need to practice. So guys, welcome back. So I would like to know how was the conversation in the small group. For you, José, how was the conversation?
Was amazing. It was amazing. I was able to get different point of view about mine. Was really exciting. We laughed a lot. It was really, oh my God, helpful. Gabriela was able to take a note for the next meeting, the subject with us. I love it so much.
Okay, good to know. And you, Valesca, how was the conversation for you?
Was amazing. The people cool. I love them.
Yes, good guys. What about Carlos? They go out.
Oh, Carlos have
Went out.
technical problem.
Okay, no problem, because he was in the first time here. So what about you, Juliana? How was the conversation for you?
I really like. I like this topic, and we can share some tips for knowledge building and knowledge sharing.
Okay, thank you. And what about you, Gustavo? How was the conversation for you in this time?
It was a good experience. It's nice to practice something that we can't do it alone. The group is way better.
Yes, guys. Thank you guys for this time here. I will put on chat the links of the website, Instagram, YouTube channel. Please like our video there and subscribe in the channel. And I wish you all a good week, a good weekend, a good evening. And I see you next Wednesday in the same time. So thank you all for this time. It was a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Thank you, Sarah.
So
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.